Hey there, YouTube. Do you got a problem with your Roku Express player or Roku player falling off the TV? It's got that double-sided tape that sticks on the bottom of the TV, and the tape fails and your Roku just drops on the floor or just hangs there. Well, in this video I'm going to show you a possible solution for that problem, so stay tuned. Okay, for this project you're going to need your Roku player. This is just a deck of cards I'm using as a simulated Roku player because my Roku player is mounted on the TV. A Roku player is about this size, so I'm just going to use this deck of cards for a demonstration purpose. You're going to need a stiff piece of cardboard. I work at a high school and we got a huge art department there, and this is where this was found. This was an old student's project that was thrown out at the end of the year, or a piece of one. This cardboard is pretty stiff. Or you could use, if you have an old game board that you're throwing out, you could use the cardboard from that and cut it to size. Or if you could find a hardcover book, an old hardcover book that is just trash, you could just steal the cover off that for your Roku player project. Or you could possibly use a cover off of an old Hillary Clinton book. After all, on Amazon, the ratings just sucked on her book. Next thing you're going to need is some Scotch Extreme mounting double-sided tape. Or an equivalent, whatever you wish to use. This stuff is the good stuff. This is the stuff that originally came with the Roku player, I think. It's practically pretty close to the same material, or it's just the same. I don't know. You're going to need some scissors, and you're going to need a utility knife to cut the cardboard. So, yeah, and let's get started. Okay, here is my opinion of why the Roku player falls off your TV or just hangs. I think the reason why the tape fails in between the TV and the Roku player is because there's so much heat built up between the Roku player and the TV. And the two heats, they don't agree with each other, and that's what causes your double-sided tape to fail and your Roku player just falling on the ground or just hanging. So what you want to do is cut 4 pieces of double-sided tape as big as your Roku player. And you want to cut a piece of cardboard about the same size or a little bit bigger than your Roku player. And what you want to do is you want to flip your Roku player upwards like this, so you can stick the double-sided tape on it. You take one piece of tape, put it on the top of your Roku player, like this. Take another piece of double-sided tape, place it on your Roku player, and flip it upside down so it presses on the cardboard like this. And make sure your remote eye for your Roku player is facing out like this, towards you. And you want to take the whole assembly and flip it upwards like this. And you take your other pieces of double-sided tape and you place them on the cardboard that you just cut. Like this. It's kind of awkward, but this is just a demonstration. So anyways, this piece of cardboard here, it acts as a separator which separates the heat between the Roku player and the television. And you want to find a flat part on the bottom of your television and stick this part of your assembly onto that flat part of your television. So you want to basically just press it up on the bottom of your television, the flat part, if you could find one. And yeah, hopefully that will cause your Roku player to stick on your TV and not fall down or hang again. I've done mine. It's been almost a year. The tape has failed just a little bit, but it didn't fall down off the TV. I just needed to press it back up. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good method to prevent your Roku player from falling off your TV or hanging. So yeah, this piece of cardboard here, it acts as a separator, a heat separator between the Roku player and the television. And that concludes the video, and I sure hope it helps you out. Bye.